So this is a tutorial on configuring initial switch settings, which is Unit 2.2.3.4 for packet tracer. The first step is to enter privileged exec mode, and I'm just going to use switch 2 as an example, because when you enter, you have the greater than sign in front of the switch, or in front of the host name, and that would indicate that it's not in privileged exec mode yet. So you actually have to enter enable, but over here in the notepad that I created, you can actually abbreviate it to N, and it's already in user exec mode here in switch 1. So that's because I used the enable command, and that's evident also over here. So step 2, examine the current switch configuration. You use the show running config command, and this should show the configuration that's here. That's already been input into the switch. So for number 1, okay. How many fast Ethernet interfaces does the switch have? So if you continue to enter, you would see over here all of these fast Ethernet interfaces, and this is where you would find your answer. Just keep going, see how many you can get, and it actually ends at fast interface fast Ethernet 0/24, so that means that there are 24 fast Ethernet interfaces. How many gigabit Ethernet interfaces? You would do the same thing, and you see that there are, only goes up to 2, so that's the answer for number 2. What is the range of values for the VTY lines? Just keep going down. So line VTY, it says 0 through 4 here, but then 5 through 15 here. So overall, the range is 0 through 15. That's what I have here for number 3. Which command will display the current contents of non-volatile random access memory, NVRAM, and that will be the show startup configuration. That's the command that you would input, but I don't think you have to input it in this section right now. So let's see here. Why does the switch respond with startup config is not present? Oops. So let's see. I'm gonna put this in. Copy. Just keep going. Paste. Well. Well, the answer to this one is, I don't know why that didn't work, is that it displays this message because the configuration file was not saved to NVRAM. It displays this message because the configuration file was not saved to NVRAM and is currently only located in RAM. Okay, so just making sure I didn't have any spelling errors. Apologies if I did. So to configure parameters on a switch, you may be required to move between various configuration modes. Notice how the prompt changes as you navigate through the switch. So let's add some more commands to our notepad. So the next command that you would put in is configure terminal, and you can actually abbreviate that to config tear. That's the same thing. And then host name, we're going to give it the host name that we have here on our document, host name S1, and then after that you put in exit, and that would take you back to just regular user exec mode, no config in front of the host name. So we did it up to here, config tear, so copy, paste, and there. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So to secure to the console line, access config line mode and set the console password to let me in. So let's add more to the notepad. So since we exited out, we have to do some of this over again. So config tear, configure terminal. Let's this is config. So this is what I was talking about before. So we're going to do that, and these are the commands that we're going to use. So you could enter them one per line, but just use a notepad and copy and paste the entire thing in. So line console 0, line con 0, password let me in, login, and then exit, and then exit. So there you go. Then you can copy and put this in. There. So we have input the password for the console. So the question here asks, why is the login password required? And it's in order for the password checking process to work. It requires the login and password commands. There. Let's see. Exit privileged exec mode to verify that the console port password is in effect. So then what you can do, you just do exit again, and that exits us out of privileged exec mode. So let's see here. Set if the switch did not prompt you for a password, then you did not configure login. I keep saying that. Login parameter in step 2. Step 4, secure privileged mode access. Set the enable password to C1 $C0. This password protects access to privileged exec mode. Note the 0 in C1 $C0 is a 0, not a capital O. This password will not grade as correct until after you encrypt it in step 8. So, let's see here. I'm just gonna, this is how I organize it. I know it doesn't look that pretty, but it's okay. So if you enter again, it prompts you for a password. So if you type in let me in, no spaces, then you have gained access into this switch. So let's do this again. let's see here, enable config terminal. So enable config terminal. So enable password. C. Oh, it's supposed to spell Cisco. Cisco, but in a very confusing way. Exit. I just got that joke right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but those are dogs barking outside. Okay, so let's see. Copy, paste in here, and configured from console by console. So we have done this. Verify that privileged exec mode access is secure. Enter the exit command again to log out of the switch. So, yes. Okay, so exit. We have been logged out. Just want to add that in, just in case. Press enter and you will now be asked for a password. So, user access verification. Okay. So, first password is the console password you configured for line con 0. Enter the password to return to user exec mode. So, that password that I just typed here was let me in, the first password that we configured into the switch. And then, so then you would put in enable, just gonna keep track of everything. Enable, so for EN. And the second password is the very confusing spelling of Cisco. So C1 $C0. Okay, good, I actually typed that in correctly this time. So let's see, enter the second password. Okay, so then we did that. Verify your configurations by examining the contents of the running configuration file. Show running config. Copy. I'm just gonna put that here in my notepad. And I'm gonna paste it over here. And that's the running configuration. Notice how the console and enable passwords are both in plain text. Cool. So let's see here. This could pose a security risk if someone is looking over your shoulder. Very suspicious. Let's go scroll all the way down. Yeah. So this is what it was talking about. The first password that we put in, let me in, and then the second one should, or they won't show the second one. And the enable, oh, they probably did. I just missed it. Oh yeah, here. That's the second one we had to put in. The confusing spelling of Cisco. So, okay. So step 6, configure an encrypted password to secure access to privileged exec mode. The enable password should be replaced with the newer encrypted secret password using the enable secret command. Set the enable secret password to it's a secret. I like the creativity behind all of these, actually. Very cute. So config T. Oh, that's another way to abbreviate it, I guess. I usually use config ter because it didn't always work for me before. Config T. So enable secret. It's a secret. It's a secret. No spaces. And then exit. And then copy. Paste. So that's it's a secret. overrides the enable password. If both are configured on the switch, you must enter the... One second, I just want to check something. It's a secret. The enable secret password overrides the enable password. If both are configured on switch, you must enter the... Hi, I'm doing homework! Must enter the enable secret password to enter privileged exec mode. Enter the show the show running config command again to verify the new enable secret password is configured. Note you can abbreviate show running config as show run. So that's what you can abbreviate it as. Alright, show running config. That's it. Show run. And then boop. Copy, paste. So what is displayed for the enable secret password? Oh my, that's a lot of stuff. So this is displayed. I'm not typing all that out. Yeah. That mess. Why is the enable secret password displayed differently from what we configured? So it's shown in the enable secret password is shown in encrypted form, and whereas the enable password itself is in plain text. So let's see here, enable secret, enable password. So this is the enable secret password it's talking about. This one is the one that's shown in encrypted form. As you can see, it's very confusing. And then this is the one in plain text because it's the enable password. So let's give you the answer here. The enable secret is shown in encrypted form, while the enable password is shown in plain text. Did I misspell something? Nope. I don't think so. So, as you noticed, in step 8, encrypt the enable and the console passwords. As you noticed in step 7, the enable secret password was encrypted, but the enable and console passwords were still in plain text. We will now encrypt these plain text passwords using the service password encryption command. So let me just go all the way down. Oof, excuse me, I burped. Excuse me again, I burped. Okay, so you know what, it's gonna there. So config or conf t config t and then take you to configuration mode. Then we're going to add the service password encryption. This is the command we're going to put in. Service password encryption. Any dashes? Yeah. Oops. I hopefully did not misspell that. Copy, paste. Alright. Oops. I don't know if you heard that. Something fell. Okay. So then we would, oops, I almost forgot to put exit. exit, and then exit. So if you configure any more passwords on the switch, you will be displayed in the they will be displayed in the configuration file as plain text or encrypted. Will they? This is a question. Whoops. Alright, so the service password encryption command, it encrypts all the current and future passwords. So they won't be shown as plain text, they'll be encrypted form. So the command encrypts all current and future passwords. Oh, the service password dash encryption TR1. Okay. So configure a message of the day MOTD banner. So let's see here. Exit. Enter. The Cisco iOS command includes a feature that allows you to configure messages that anyone logging onto the switch sees. These messages are called Message of the Day or MOTD banners. Enclose the banner text in quotations or use a delimiter different from any character appearing in the MOTD string. Sometimes, so like here, you could sometimes use pound signs and like quotes or pound signs. Sometimes even dollar signs. Yeah. So let's do this conf. Wait, I want to see if this works because it's supposed to. Conf t. Oh yay, it does work. Okay, that's what I'm gonna abbreviate it to from now on. Configure terminal to conf t banner message of the day MOTD. Yeah, I don't feel like typing. Just gonna copy this, paste it here. Wow. So then, it took the quotes, good. And then enter, and then you put exit. And yeah. So let me just highlight that, copy. I already put the config terminal command in. Alright. So that is the configuration for the message of the day. When will this banner be displayed? When someone enters the switch through the console port. When someone enters the switch through the console port. Bad grammar, I know, but it's okay. Why should every switch have a message of the day banner? It's to warn unauthorized users that access is prohibited, and can also be used for sending messages to network personnel or technicians, such as impending system shutdowns or who to contact for access. So the banner can be used to warn unauthorized, did I spell that right? Yeah, good. Users that access is prohibited, but okay, prohibited. It can also be used for sending messages to network personnel / technicians. So the people such as impending system shutdowns or who to contact for access. Boop, no, there. Alrighty. Part 4, save the configuration files to NVRAM. Verify that the configuration is accurate using the show run command. So, step 2, so like, I don't know, show run. Boop. Oh, haha. I was supposed to be pressing the enter sign. Okay, that's fine. Might as well put it here too. Show run. Yun. Show run. I wonder how long this video is gonna be. Sniff. Okay, you completed the basic configuration of the switch. Congratulations! Now back up to the running configuration file to NVRAM to ensure that the changes made are not lost if the system is rebooted or loses power. So, I don't feel like typing all that. Just gonna copy and paste. Alright, so copy running config, startup config. Alright, so let's put this one in. Boop. Destination file name, startup config. So, and then enter, press enter. Building configuration, and then OK. Confirmed. What is the shortest abbreviated version of the copy running config startup config command? Copy. You could abbreviate it as like copy run start, but apparently you can also do it like cop rs. Like, that's new for me. I didn't know about that until now. That's cool. Wow. Just wanted to try it out. Okay. Which command will display the contents of NVRAM? Let's see. The show startup config command. Show start up dash config. That's the command. And I don't know, it just kind of autocorrects it to capital S. But I didn't spell that right. Startup config. All the changes that were entered recorded in the file are all the changes. Okay. Yes, it's the same as the running configuration. Yes. Yes. Oh. Okay, you have completed the configuration on switch 1. You will now configure switch 2. If you cannot remember commands, refer to part 1 through 4 for assistance. So, alright. Congratulations. Let's do switch 2. So I like to put a little divider here just to make things more organized. S2. Alright, so let's just like, okay. Just gonna copy, put that all here, and then we can change some stuff. That makes things so much easier. So same thing. Let's put that away for now. So since it's a switch 2, just gonna change it from S1 to S2. Like line con 0, we're probably gonna use the same console password. We keep hitting exit and same password for that, and then we would change it again to it's a secret, and yeah. So you just basically do everything you did before, and we're going to use the same banner, message of the day, and all the same commands. So just copy. So let's see here. Open. let's see how this goes, because I think I might have to do things individually. Ah, yeah, I knew it. Oops. Okay. Let me just... Where's the fast forward button? Ha ha ha. Oh yeah. There we go. There. I just wanted to see something. Okay, I can see now the error of my ways. So we'll just use this configuration. So enable. You don't actually have to use the show running config at this moment. So just like hostname to exit config tear. Yeah. Okay. So then I could do this. Yeah. And then config. Alright, so if I put this down to here, it should encrypt the console password and the Cisco password. Paste. There we go. So now it has changed its host name to S2 instead of, like, what was it before? Switch 1 or something? Or Switch 2? So when you're going through it, you don't have to do like show running config and stuff, unless you like want to check everything that's running in the configuration. But now we're going to exit and then test out the password. So let me in, and then enable, and the password C1 $C0, and now I am in user exec mode. So config terminal enables secret. It's a secret. Copy, paste, enter. Cool. Show run, config tear, and then everything from here you can just, so from show run, config terminal, service password dash encryption, exit, config terminal or conf t, banner message of the day along with this is a secure system, authorized access only, and then exit. Copy, paste. Cool. And then show running config, press, copy, paste. And wow, we got a 72 out of a 72. And it only took me almost an hour. You didn't see the behind the scenes. So we encrypted all the plaintext passwords. We ensured the configuration is correct, evidenced by the completion, and saved the configuration file to avoid loss of switch, which is powered on. So file, save. Don't want to lose my work. Okay. Mr. Soup can take care of that. Alright,